Hi participants, welcome once more. This is week 3, lesson 1, where we are designing lesson plans, templates, and we are going to use Microsoft Word. I just want you to know that you can use Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, or you can even use PowerPoint. But for the sake of this lesson, we are going to focus on Microsoft Word. I hope you are going to enjoy this, and I suppose you doing your lesson plans on daily basis. However, there are just few things which I would like us to go through when it comes to the creation of a lesson plan. So I'm going to quickly take you through creating that lesson plan using Microsoft Word. What needs to happen here is that you need to open Microsoft Word document like I did now. This is my Microsoft Word document. Suppose your lesson is about mathematics. We can just say mathematics lesson. So we have our mathematics lesson plan here, which we are creating. So we need to have maybe the grade. That is the first thing that we need to put there. Maybe it is grade 4 mathematics. And then the name of the teacher, you need to write your name there. And then you are going to have a duration this lesson. And then maybe the duration is 30 minutes. And then we need to have a topic of your lesson plan. Let's say our topic is what? And there we are. We have the basic information about our lesson plans. The main important thing which I want to show you when you design this lesson plan is to create the tables in order for your lesson plan to look good. Then we're going to go to set table, and then you need to know the number of rows and the number of columns that you want to create. With the number of rows, you don't have to worry much because you can add the rows easily as you go. But even the columns, you can add them as you go. Let's just say, firstly, we start with 2 columns and 2 rows. And then the first thing that we are going to add in our lesson plan are the learning outcomes. We want to know what is it that are our learners going to achieve at the end of this lesson. And then you are going to write your learning outcomes to say at the end of this lesson, you will be able to, then you will write those learning outcomes at the end of this lesson. I omitted the word lesson. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to do the following. Maybe you will want your learners will be able to identify maybe common fractions. Just giving you an example. And then they will be able also to write common fractions. Let's say for this lesson, those are the 2 learning outcomes that you want them to achieve. And then you are going to go to resources. I'm not saying this is the template for the lesson plan, just to give you an example when you are going to create your lesson plan, because I believe majority of teachers who were not teaching online, mostly they receive lesson plans in hard copies, and they might not know how the tables on the lesson plan were created. Usually they will get a lesson plan with tables like this, and then maybe they will have information on the first column and they will have to write by hand on the second column. So you will have your resources. You are going to write your resources there. Now, there comes a time when you have to add maybe your columns, your rows going down. You can just click tab on your keyboard. Then your rows will be added. And if you want to add a column, you can go and point at the corner of your column, and then you will see a plus sign. Then when you click on it, the column will be added if you want to add columns. And if you add rows, I said you can click tab at the last row, and then you add your rows. However, you can also just point at the corner of any row, and then the plus sign will appear, and then you will click that plus sign, and then it will add a row for you. So I just want you to go and use this method to create your own lesson template. You are going to create your own lesson plan. I'm not going to prescribe to you how many rows, how many columns, and what are the basic information which you are going to add here. But I just want you to be able to use Microsoft Word to create your lesson. And then after creating this lesson, you are going to submit it as a workshop. You are going to see a workshop button on our a Moodle side course, and then you are going to submit it, and your peers will review or will assess your lesson plan, and you will get a chance also to assess your peers' lesson plan. And then we are going to improve our lesson templates as the time goes on. So I'm going to stop this lesson here because I just wanted to show you how to create the rows and the columns of the lesson plan. So for you now, you will make additions to your rows and to your columns. If you want to add pictures, I'm not restricting you. You can be able to do that. So I suppose this is very beneficial to you, and then you will be able to create those lessons, and then I'm going to see them in the workshop. Now, this is the end of our lesson, and then we are going to see you again in week 4. We are going to do another video in the week 4, which you are going to enjoy. Bye-bye.